one of your first objectives is to quickly and quietly find the nearest generator. Overall, the best first choice, unless you're doing some special challenge. I slow vault this window so that the killer is not alerted by a loud noise, and I get over towards this close gen. You're gonna hold down your action button and prepare for that skill check, which is gonna come at random intervals, quick time event. And if you don't make it within that little window, like that, you will trigger the loud event. So to just have an idea where you are. I'm panic looking around. This is normal, at least in the beginning. Make sure you know it's not a stealth killer. I have no idea who the killer is. No one knows that at this moment. No one's being chased. Until right now. Everyone heard the hag. If you know the killer, you hear some of these cues, see some of the indicators, you know it's the hag, who can teleport after two short-range dash teleports, like that. I was sure she saw me, so I started sprinting. I get through the window with my lithe haste benefit, and at this point I start walking because I'm pretty sure she's gonna lose me. And I get out of sight just in time. So once I'm sure that she's not gonna walk this way, that's the time to celebrate. And then find a gen, do the gen, rinse and repeat. The main staple of the game. You know, there's the side things, but from here, you have to worry about Merciless Storm. This is the last 10% of the gen. First time if the perk is on the killer, this happens. You need to be prepared to get every single one of these until the gen is done, or this will happen. As I missed the very last one. It gets blocked for, I believe, about a minute. I was able to hide and come back safely because I could see someone just was being carried. It only happens one time per generator. I was positive that the killer was going to come to me because they were semi-nearby. I ran away, walked away, and realized that the tree is a stupid place to hide behind. And thankfully, I moved when I did, and trusted that the killer did not actually see me. Because they didn't. And I was able to just kind of hang out. Wait a moment until I was sure that the killer was gone, at least not looking for me. And celebrate again. And then at this point, I knew she wasn't after me, but I wanted to know where she was. So I was keeping tabs on her direction, her location. And then I realized, okay, someone should go for the safe. So in this instance, there was someone else that met with me and picked them off the hook. So this is a great opportunity to do what's called resetting. So all the little, first hits, we can just clear off of us. And it's a lot quicker, of course, when there's multiple individuals doing action. So now we're all fully reset. And now we can all at least take a hit. And then, again, first principle, rinse and repeat, do a gen. Find a gen, do a gen. So this one was regressing if you saw those sparks, so it was kicked, or there might be a hex ruin from the killer's perk. Right now, the killer is teleporting me. I only knew at the same point you only knew when that red stain showed up right around the corner. I was able to run, get the live benefit, get some haste, and run away. Assume that she was still chasing me, but at this point, I start to realize she's not coming my direction. And I found David. I let him know, I'm gonna heal him because it's quicker than self-healing, at least by itself. And then I asked for some treatment, usually by just hanging out, or universally, if you just kind of teabag, kind of crouch in front of them, that's like a, hey, do the thing, or I'm going to do the thing, stay still. Whatever the thing is relevant to the context. Now, I guess this one was kicked because it was regressing. We are going to both do it, but again, remember, Merciless Storm. First time per generator. We're still in the same match, baby. So we gotta both get these. And David missed one. So that lets the killer know where we are. We got someone who just got hooked, and I realized that happened last time. I'm gonna start walking. No scratch marks for me. You're not gonna hunt me, especially coming from across the map. Sneaky and stealthy. Then you see this, you kind of panic for a moment, but realize she didn't look your direction. She has no idea where you are. And I start to think, oh, I have my flashlight. I'm gonna stay for the save. But at this moment, I start to realize I don't think anyone's going for that hook. So right here, but it was too late. No one else was going for that hook, and it was just too late. So I run back, and at this point, at least, I realize he's being unhooked by that other survivor, and I have a chance to get this flashlight saved. I have enough time. I have the proper add-ons to make it very bright and like a further beam. And then I hide in the bush in case she walks around the corner. Stay completely still. They don't see you unless they prove that they can see you. All right, that's pretty much a good rule to go by. Like, you have to trust that they can't see you. It's not foolproof, but it helps more often than not, I believe. And at this point, I realize I have not been hooked. And someone else, if they go down, is going to die. They are going to outright die because I'm not close enough to really help. So I antagonize the killer, and I get her to chase me. You hear that little exhaust, ugh. So she's like out of teleports for the moment. And I go for the blind to make sure I'm further antagonizing her and give myself some distance. Right here, I get the live benefit, but I know she's got the teleport, so I run an opposite direction. I try to be counterintuitive, not even know where I'm going myself, to be frank. That's probably not the best way to do it, but that's how it worked for me. Here, I didn't mean to. I lost Chase because she teleported too far, and I could have hidden. But I wanted to make sure that she was going to chase me because, again, I am the one who has the most power in the match right now. Like, unless she has a way to outright kill me, which I think can only happen if I'm on my second hook, I need to get the most amount of time. So this chase runs a pretty decent amount of time. I'm able to kind of outmaneuver her, trick her, get a little bit out of sight, get back into sight. This is how a long chase works. And I'm not great at this, but it worked out very perfectly, especially the combination of flashlight in the beginning. I'm now off my flashlight, but a little bit of walk, run, again, kind of trust that they can't see you, but I know she's like aware of my presence. So here, I kind of pulled it a little quickly, and at this moment I realized, oh, I can kind of do like a fun maneuver, and I did a little loop-de-loop there. So again, bought myself a bit of time. I thought that I had the live up. I did not because I've been running, and my heart meter is not completely down, so my exhaust was full, or not gone, and she was able to actually finally get me. But until she hooks me, I have been a distraction, allowing my team to do just that, get another gen, possibly more than one, with any amount of time. And until right now, from the moment that I flashed the hag, that's been 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Without any perks, I believe it takes 90 seconds to do a generator for one individual. So we had two individuals left. They could have been doing 2 separate gens, or the same gen, and then moved to another, and possibly done 2 gens. It's not perfect. Sometimes they have to reset. Don't expect perfection here. But again, I'm back in this situation where I realize I need to take this chase. So I'm very much trying to get in the hag's way to get her to look at me. I'm very much just like annoyance to her and saying, you need to mess with me, not them. So I just take her on a fun little around the rosy. And I accidentally lose her. I really, really did not try to lose her. I was looking around to find, because I assumed she was going to follow me. But nope, So I had to run around, and I'm panicking. So I'm like, I need to get to whoever's being chased right now, but I don't know where they are. I was looking around to one of the last gens I could see was not complete, and here I got pretty lucky because I'm running around. I see the heartbeat. Oh, it was here. I'm looking. I see the one gen over there, not complete. And I can hear it. So someone's doing the gen, so it's got to be our Bill, who's finishing that gen. And I'm running over here. I hear the heartbeat, a little bit louder. I can see it, and I notice this. I very quickly saw that they were there, and I was able to physically body block to be a little nuisance, give my teammate a chance, and I ran away so that I'm the closer one, the easier target for the hag to switch to, and I could take a hook without fully dying. So I start running. I do as my role should be if I'm capable. I'm the only one who can get hooked and take the chase without being full killed. I get a little bit lucky here with some weird pathing and her hitting the rock with her short teleport. And now at this moment, I'm like, oh cool, all I have to do is kind of like mess with her for a moment. Just like a moment longer, because I know they opened one of the gates. Of course, this is the moment where I'm like, yeah, this is the flashlight's fully out. I think that there's a gate right behind this building. Don't be like me. I didn't pay attention where the exit were. So I tried again to get live, but I'm panicking at this moment. I don't realize that my exhaust is like full right now. So I followed the left side all the way. It was painful, but the hag didn't find me. I noticed right here, I'm like, cool. Barbara was waiting to try to help me. She was able to take a hit for me if she needed to. We were able to make it out. So at the very least, 3 of us made it out. It could have been 4 possibly. I didn't know what the other survivor was doing. I don't know her name.